In this lesson, we will demonstrate how to create sourcing events. To create a new event, go to the sourcing icon, Sourcing Events, and click on Create New Event. A pop-up window will appear for you to populate an event title and assign the event to a project. Choose a project by either typing in the project name or by clicking the search icon to receive a list of available projects. Click Next to continue. The next requirement is to choose an event type. Just like the project field, you can type in your event type or click the icon to search the available options. If you'd like to use a pre-configured template, choose it in this field. If no template is available and you'd like to create a sourcing event from scratch, leave this field blank and click Create Sourcing Event. Once the event has been created, a wizard will display on the left side of the screen to help navigate through each step of the event configuration. The options in the wizard will vary depending on which event type was chosen. As you navigate through each page of the event configuration, all options marked with an asterisk are required for completing that step. The first page to configure in the wizard is Setup. You can rename the event if necessary. Add commodity codes to help classify the event. Determine estimated value for the event, which is for internal use only and not seen by suppliers. Here you can also set up the payment terms. Next, decide if this is a sealed bid event or if suppliers can submit a proxy bid. Also, there are some options to use more sophisticated evaluation tools, such as panel questionnaire, auto score, and cost analysis. In the Display and Communication section, determine if the event will display on your public site or not. Finally, decide the dates for the event's release, open, and close. At any point in the event configuration process, you can click the Save Progress button if you'd like to return later to finish the event. To continue through the wizard-driven creation process, click Next. Notice how the check mark next to the Setup page turned green. This means all of the required fields in that step have been completed. On the Users page, you can assign various event-level permissions for buyers. You can add or edit event owners, event contacts, or stakeholders. User permissions are also defined by project, which is why some users may already be listed on this page. A description is required for the event. You can either type one from scratch or copy a pre-existing description from a library. Prerequisites can be added to your event for suppliers to complete before being permitted to view or bid. Click Add Prerequisite to add a new prerequisite from scratch or add one from a library. Buyer attachments can also be added to the event from scratch or from a library. This provides helpful files for your suppliers to download. The Supplier Attachment section allows suppliers to submit files to the buyer as well. Questions can be created from scratch, imported from a file, or also added from a library. For more details on creating questions for your suppliers to answer, please view the Adding Questions and Items video. Additional item fields may be added to the items being sourced in your event. You may decide to collect other price factors from your suppliers, like shipping costs per item. Click Create Additional Field to add a new item field from scratch or import a field from a library. You can add items to your event by creating them from scratch or importing them from a library or file. For more details on adding items to an event, please view the Adding Questions and Items video. There are several options when it comes to adding suppliers to participate in your event. If the supplier is already registered on your site, you may search for them underneath the Add Supplier to Event tab. You can search by supplier name, contact name, location, or by their NAICS code. A supplier can also be added to the event manually by clicking the Manually Invite Supplier button. If you have organized suppliers into groups, use the Add Suppliers from Group tab to easily add an entire subset of your suppliers. The final configuration step is to review and submit the event for approval. On this page, you can review configuration options that are completed, as well as notice those that still need action. Once all required event configurations are completed, click Submit for approval to send the event into the workflow. Once the event is approved, it will become live for suppliers. This concludes the lesson for creating events in Sourcing Director, made easy by the wizard-driven process in the SciQuest Source to Settle suite. Thank you for watching.